Everybody, Voodoo here. A little bit of a late night quick video. I know you're seeing this one, but I just got out of the shower and there are Havoc changes. Not crazy stuff, but we're gonna go over it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and let's get on to it. All right, so here we are on the page, and we're gonna scroll down. I'm not gonna make this stretch out too long. I don't really think there's a need to, but here we go. Demon Hunter, Hero Talents, and Havoc specifically. So these are actually some good stuff. So Felscarred Demon Surge damage increased by 80%. There's now 180% of your attack power, up from 100%. So this actually does solid damage now. Single target's like 6% of your overall. On AoE, it'll do a lot actually now, which is pretty good. Burning Blade's damage over time effect increased by 50%. So now every Chaos Strike, Throw Glaive, and auto attack will deal 15% more damage. Solid, just single target priority thing, does a little bit more damage. Wasn't really a massive contributor. It's better now. Enduring Torment now grants 10% increased Chaos Strike and Blade Dance damage, was 5, and 5% haste was 3. I still hate this node. I still really don't like it because the whole tree is about being in demon form. This is about being outside of demon form. And a lot of our damage is inside demon form anyway, so this is a little bit misleading because this doesn't actually increase annihilation or death sweep damage. But you know, a buff's a buff. They basically doubled it except for the haste part, so it's good, it's fine, but still not a fan of this talent node. Soon of Suffering bonus mastery increased by 50%. So this is the Sigil of Flame granting you mastery. Again, this is just a straight buff for single target. You won't use this in AoE because of the other node against it, which we'll get to. But good changes. You know, it's a good buff. More mastery is obviously always better. Flamebound now grants 40% increased crit dam bonus for Immo Aura, was 30. Again, this is just a straight AoE amp. This is actually a really good one. Flamebound was a great node for Felscarred and AoE because of the fact that Immolation Aura does so much damage, and you have so much damage from the amped Immolation Aura while you're in meta. And this feeds into big Rage Fires because this dealing more damage means more Rage Fire damage. And it was a big cycle and it worked pretty well. Not a single target buff, but good for AoE. And then Monster Rising now increases agility outside demon form by 8%, was 5. Again, I don't like these talents because the whole tree is about being in demon form, and most of our damage, at least on single target, is inside of demon form, but this is just a nice little buff. Great for AoE, specifically because of Immolation Aura being so much damage, but good stuff. And then finally, all non-hero talent ability damage increased by 13%. Now, I don't know why they needed to do this. Havoc was really strong in single target because of Aldrachi. Our AoE was very weak, so this is a good buff. But we're like broken in single target now, which is weird, and I'll get to that. Now, of note, nothing missing here. Nothing here is about Aldrachi, so I would expect Aldrachi nerfs. Because it's just like obscenely busted now. Like this 13% affects Aldrachi a lot more because of all the buffs it has on it. Where most of Felscarred's damage honestly comes from nowhere, but yeah. So looking at sims quickly from Bees, Shadow Bees, of course. Here are our top 2 builds. Aldrachi Reaver Shadow Destiny and Aldrachi Reaver Inertia with no Immolation Aura talents. 1.634 and 1.648 million. That is insane. Those are, even go over here. Those are now the highest damaging spec in the game, which is kind of crazy. Like, that's an insane number. And if you take the cleave talents here too, it's not even that much of a loss. So Aldrachi is just so insanely busted in single target now that this is like a crazy amount ahead. The Felscarred stuff's all very close to each other, but still not good. Before these changes, they were 40% behind, and now they're roughly 33% behind. Like 1.14 is roughly 30% of 1.64. So it leaves us in a spot where I think in AoE you might play Felscarred. The issue with Felscarred now is it'll do a lot of AoE damage, but it kind of always did that. But again, it does 33% less single target damage and priority damage than the other tree. It's a lot less versatile. It's more bursty, which is good, but it's just not very versatile. Now, the agility and the 40% increased crit damage bonus for Immolation Aura, I think will help make up a lot of that difference because this is actually like a lot of damage. But it remains to be seen if you're ever going to use it again because of Aldrachi being so good at single target, so good at priority damage, so good at survivability because its defensive nodes are just straight up better. So this is interesting. We'll see how that ends up. I don't know what else was changed. I think a bunch of other things got tuning. Yeah, Dark Ranger got a bunch of tuning. They nerfed Sentinel again. They nerfed survival stuff. So just mostly a bunch of tuning, it seems now. So we're in the tuning phase, which means I wouldn't expect anything to actually really change, which I guess is something there. Yeah, rogue tuning, which is good. Rogues needed a lot of love. And yeah, so I wouldn't really expect anything in terms of how much things are playing. Yeah, it's all just kind of tuning changes. Supposedly no animation changes. I haven't checked, but people have tested it and nothing's come up. So that stuff sucks there. All the problems are still around. But I think if we get to a spot where Felscarred is at least a choice, I'll be at least fine for now. I do hope they come back and take a look at these later on. But I'll take this. At least it'll be played in AoE. I don't know if it'll be better, but it's playable in AoE for big pad numbers. But again, it's single target so bad, probably not even worth it. But I would expect an Aldrachi nerf. That's kind of the next domino to fall, I feel like. Especially when they buff Havoc by 13%. 1.6 is a crazy number. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to stretch this video out. It's kind of late. I gotta get up early tomorrow. So there you go. Those are the changes. I'll be testing them tonight at the time you watch the video, not the time I'm recording the video. Probably streaming it for a bit, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. Obviously, I do wish they would fix the issues instead of just buffing stuff, but we're way too late in the development cycle for that. These fix some of the issues Felscarred had. They really need to buff its single target. There's literally a node that does it. I have no idea why they haven't touched that node yet. And I would expect Aldrachi nerf. So there you go. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you're feeling. Are you going to play Aldrachi? Are you not going to play Aldrachi? You going to play Felscarred? Are you happy? Are you excited? What do you want to see? Stuff like that. And I'm going to go to bed. So see you guys later. I guess this is 1 p.m. for you all folks, but I'm recording this at night. So yeah. Anyways, bye. A big thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you, Sky Elk, Andrew Keenel, 100,001 Zans, Brad Wisniak, Felfa Darren Dark Terror, and Magic Man 133. Thank you all so much. If you want to help support me and help fund the channels and the videos, follow the link in the description to become a channel member and get some cool perks in the process. Again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.